Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Yolanda and Susanto, and today I'm going to try to interpret a video with consecutive interpreting. The video itself with the title Penyakit berbahaya yang terlalu sering diabaikan, or in English it could be translated into an illness which is always tend to be ignored. Okay, maybe we can start. Oh yeah, and I'm going to use a note to write down what is important before translating.
Rasa sedih nggak butuh perkenalan. Kita semua pasti pernah ngerasain sedih saat kita gagal ngelakuin sesuatu, pas kita ngerasain kesepian, atau ketika kita kehilangan orang yang tersayang. Tapi kadang, ada sesuatu yang sebenarnya lebih dari sekedar perasaan sedih. Sesuatu yang seringnya kita abaikan. Ialah depresi. Ya, dia ini bukan cuma fase atau perasaan sedih aja. Depresi itu penyakit yang bisa pengaruhin pikiran, perilaku, atau bahkan sampai kualitas hidup kita. Dan saking terpuruknya, sebagian orang yang depresi bisa kehilangan motivasi buat beraktivitas. Ya, depresi juga yang jadi penyebab disabilitas nomor 1 di dunia. Ratusan juta orang harus bertarung ngelawannya setiap hari, di mana belasan jutanya adalah saudara setanah air kita sendiri.
Sadness is a feeling which is what everyone must have felt in their life. The feeling of loneliness, the feeling of condolences, the feeling of losing someone that is important to you. But sadness can be way more rather than just a feeling. But in this note, it is something that people may usually ignore. It is depression. Depression is not only a phase, it's not only something that might be disappear like a feeling of sadness, like the feeling of sadness, but it's an illness, even to the point people who has illness even have to going through loss of motivations in their life. Depression is also one of the biggest cause of disability, and lots of people need to suffer from this depression.
Dan sedihnya, banyak dari mereka yang gak ngedapetin pertolongan. Ini bahaya, karena paling parahnya, depresi bisa bikin seseorang mengakhiri hidupnya. Dan bayangin, mungkin kita ngeliat teman atau keluarga kita yang kelihatannya lagi seneng, ternyata bisa aja lagi berjuang di kondisi ini dan butuhin bantuan. Tapi emangnya, apa yang bikin orang sebenarnya jadi depresi? Oke, depresi itu nyatanya rumit. Saintis bilang kalau depresi bisa kejadian karena adanya ketidakseimbangan zat kimia di otak. Tapi bukan cuma itu, nyatanya ada faktor lain berkontribusi, kayak contohnya genetik. Pasien dengan penyakit tertentu ternyata juga lebih mungkin untuk ngalamin depresi. Dan tentunya faktor lingkungan kayak trauma, kurang dapetin support, kehilangan orang tersayang, sampai masalah hubungan, semua ikutan berpengaruh dalam nimbulin kondisi depresi. Tapi sebenarnya gimana cara kita tahu seseorang itu mengidap depresi? Tentunya kita nggak bisa nentuin sendiri dan harus ke dokter. Tapi kalau menurut panduan yang ada, seenggaknya butuhin 5 dari 9 gejala ini buat seseorang dibilang kena depresi.
Sadly, most of people doesn't get a proper treatment, doesn't get a proper help. In the worst cases, people who has depression is having the tendency to end their lives. And then the question is, what is it that make people depressed or having depression? Scientists say depression is complex because some say it because the unbalance inside of the human. It can be occurred or happen because out of genetic. It could be happen because of the surroundings. There aren't any support for that person, the trauma that someone has. That is the cause of depression, some of them. And then how to know that if someone is having a depression? The proper answer must be go to see a doctor, go to see a proper help. But this is at least someone who has depression at least must have at least of these 5 hints. The first one is feeling of sadness or hopeless out of sudden. And then the second one is loss of motivation to live. Number 3, lost weight. Number 4, having insomnia. And number 5, the last one is feeling worthless and useless.
Kita pun juga nggak bisa nganggep kalau orang yang depresi ngalamin gejala yang sama. Karena ibarat lautan, tiap orang bisa ngalamin depresi di tingkat kedalaman yang beda-beda. Mereka yang depresi ringan ngalamin beberapa gejala yang mungkin bisa ngeganggu, tapi masih bisa dikontrol untungnya. Tapi buat mereka yang ngalamin depresi sedang, mungkin mereka ngerasa pengalaman yang sama tapi dalam tingkatan yang lebih parah. Dan jauh di dalamnya lautan depresi, ada mereka yang paling ngebutuhin pertolongan. Mereka yang dengan depresi berat ngalamin gejala yang sampai ngeganggu kegiatan mereka sehari-hari. Bahkan nimbulin perasaan ingin mengakhiri hidup ini. Tapi satu hal yang mesti kita ingat, depresi itu bukan akhir segalanya. Walaupun terkadang rasanya kayak gitu. Penyakit ini bisa ditanganin. Jadi selain tahu kondisi mereka, penting juga buat ajak mereka nyari pertolongan dari tenaga medis profesional atau seenggaknya kita jadi teman yang siap ngebantu di kondisi kayak gini. Dan tenang, gak perlu malu buat minta bantuan, karena sama halnya kayak sakit yang lain, penyakit ini bukan tanda kalau kita lemah, melainkan emang cuma butuh diobatin. Jadi itu dia, depresi. Penyakit yang gak sembarangan, tapi masih sering diabaikan dan disalahpahamin. Makanya penting buat kita nemenin, dengerin, dan ngajak siapapun yang lagi di kondisi ini buat nyari bantuan. Dan seperti biasa, terima kasih.
But we need to know that everyone has their own hints when that someone having depression. There are these 3 stages of depression. The first one is in the low level, which it can be different to anyone, but this level, people can control their depression. In the medium level, people start to get confused, or people start to cannot be really controlled wholly like the previous one. Well, on the last stage or the highest level of depression, people might even want to end their lives because depression affected their life, their whole activities in life. Depression is not the end, so we must help them for seeking for a proper help. And do not be afraid, because it doesn't mean that we have depression, it means that we are weak. It just we need a proper help. We need a proper medicine to heal us. So that is what is depression. Depression is an illness that we just tend to get ignored. It's not something easy to talk about. People often get misunderstood. We can use our ears to hear them and being beside them to accompany them. And as always, thank you for listening. Maybe that's all for the interpreting today. Thank you for your attention, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is what my notes look like.